Alright, we got a 2000 Saturn SL2 the S Series. We're going to be replacing the front brake pads here. Alright, and here's the brake pads. We're going to be using our ceramic pads, and we got some hardware. Now sometimes these don't fit so well, so it just depends on how good they are. I may just clean up the old ones a lot of times. Okay, so here's the tools you're going to be using. So we got some slide grease, silicone paste, Loctite medium preferably. Got a 14mm and a 19mm, and then I've got a ratchet and torque wrench, foot-pounds, and a 6-inch C-clamp over here. Now if you have to remove any excess brake fluid, you might need a syringe and a container to put that in. You want to make sure to chock your rear tire so this is not going to be rolling around. Okay, we got a 19mm. First we're going to have to get our little plastic nuts loose. Now these aren't going to be tight. You probably can just spin them off with your hand. And when you put these back, you also want to just tighten by hand. These things are so easy to strip. Okay, before we lift this, we just want to break these loose slightly. Okay, so I just want to show you where I placed my jack. You see you got this big solid piece on the frame, and it's got a 2x4 right there, and we're just going to start lifting it up. Okay, we got a couple of 14mm we need to get loose, holding the caliper here. Just get this top one loosened up first. Alright, we're going to get the lower one. Just go ahead and take this completely out. Notice that the upper one's made a little bit different, and these look pretty good. They've both got grease on them. Alright, so we'll just wiggle this off, and we can just set it up here for a moment. So they don't look just horrible, but you'll definitely see the difference with the new set. So this one's a little bit worse off. Now we want to go ahead and take this off the hardware. We've got new hardware. Just pop that off of there. I'll pop this one from up here. And we'll take a brush and just lightly brush these off right here. We got our new hardware, pretty simple. It's just going to snap right into these areas, and these little clips just locate it. Okay, pad placement, nothing special, but these do have these little squeak that tell you when the pad's getting low. So the forward motion spinning this way, you just want this tab to be pointed up this way. If it's like down, say like this, I guess the idea is that, you know, it may bend the tab and it may not work as well as this way. So we're just going to kind of place these in here at a little bit of an angle and work it in. Let's see here. Okay, just like that. And we'll just do the back one the same way. We'll just kind of come at a little bit of an angle. It kind of makes it a little easier. Okay, it's just like that. Now you can see the difference in these pads from the other ones. I mean, it may not seem that bad, but so you look at the difference of that. So it's good to take care of things before they become a problem. So I like to take a little bit of alcohol before I push this piston back and just clean this around this seal really good, all the way around it as good as I can. Now we're just going to take some of this and we're going to go all around this seal. Now this will just help condition it, and it also keeps it from like wanting to roll up and rip and all that. So we'll just go around this real good. Okay, now we'll place our old pad here. Got our C-clamp. It's just going to go back here, and I'll show you it once I get it set on here. I'll just kind of go set it on the bolt back there. Just like that. Okay, now you got to come up here, keep an eye on this. We don't want this overfilling, so I'm going to have to watch this while I'm pushing that C-clamp down. So it starts getting too full, then I may have to take a little bit out. So I'm just going to keep a close eye on this while I'm doing this. I'm watching up here. Now keep in mind, if it does get to the top area, it may be fine, because when we go to pump the brakes, it's going to go back down again. But you want to refill it as needed. So that right there is good enough. See, this thing tried to roll a little bit right here. It's got a little bit of air in it. I'm going to push some of that. Try to push some of that air out of there. Alright, so we're ready to go ahead and set this on here. And we should have it pushed back plenty far enough. Make sure your little rubber boots line back up with your threaded hole. Okay, so we're going to take and wipe this off. We'll get us some clean grease on here. It doesn't take a lot. put, now usually I have medium, but I've got high strength, so I'm going to use a little bit of this because I don't have any of the medium. Alright, give me a second. Go ahead and put a little bit on this one. Okay, so we got our bigger one. Get it started up here in the top. Thread it a little bit by hand to get it started. Okay, gonna torque this to 27 foot-pounds. Just gonna start with a lower one here. Alright, so with that, we're ready to go ahead and get the wheel back on. And as you can see right now, the level looks perfectly fine. We'll check it again after we pump the brakes. We're going to torque these to 100 foot-pounds. So just tighten it with this. You can even strip them with this. They're just not very strong, I guess. Okay, so before we unchock the wheels, we want to come in here, push it about halfway at a time till we get a good firm pedal. And we checked the fluid level up here and it looks great. Alright, so that's going to do it on this video, replacing these front brake pads. If you found it helpful, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.